Someone nearby is having a harder week than they're letting on. Hey, I'm Vale, and this is the Browndog Daily. It's your daily joy plan, and it's just three things. First, create some joy for yourself. Learn one thing about where your coffee or tea actually comes from. So, this is an interesting exercise because I love coffee and tea, but I looked at coffee and I love the Lavazza capsules and their Perfetto ground coffee. And I like Pete's Ristretto. I like my coffee or espresso pretty strong, like thick. Anyway, the Lavazza beans come from Central and South America, and they're roasted and packaged in Turin, Italy. And Pete's, it's kind of the same, Central South America, but they're roasted and packaged in San Francisco. But I'm also going to give a little mention of Folger's Black Silk, which I've been turned on to by a friend when I go to their house and they just do it, old school in the pot. I got to tell you, it's pretty good. And their beans come from the same regions, plus sometimes others, because they're sourcing all over the place. And they roast it in New Orleans. And if you've ever been to New Orleans, they make a good cup of coffee. Okay. Now, an idea for connecting in real life. Again, it's kind of one of those ones I pull out every once in a while, and it's show up at a neighbor's door with something small and try to just show up, okay? Sometimes you're just dropping it off because they're like, hey, don't come in. But sometimes they're like, come in for a sec or sit down and have a, glass of tea or a glass of wine or whatever. I've been kind of busy and I've gotten out of the habit of this but I'm going to do this. I'm making a point either, this week. I think I can do it this week. But definitely next if I can. And something like I'm going to hit the store. I'm going to go to the store. I'll either get something extra that I'm getting, sometimes you get those buy one, get ones. Like I do stuff like that, especially like with the muffins or the cookies. Or bread. Bread's on a deal. I've also done birdseed, or a suet and a bird holder. People love that. Anyway, so when I've done this, I'll go over, knock on the door, and I'll just say, hey, I was thinking about you. I'll give it to you, and they're going to let me in or not. But sometimes they let you in, and then they kind of share, and you find out something they're kind of going through. Maybe it's kind of heavy, and... so you kind of feel good that you did that, but you also might give a little hug, tell them, you'll check on them in a week or so, whatever. Maybe it's a family member that's, really sick or, God forbid, even dying. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just great to connect. And then get one thing done. So, okay, go through that fridge and toss out what's old and restock one staple. So I just tossed out some cheese yesterday. It was at the bottom of the drawer, and it was going to be amazing, but really old and gross. So I got rid of that. But again, I think I'm going to go get some apples and maybe some kind of vegetable to get creative with, like roasted in the oven or kind of, look up some recipes online. And that's where also one of my friend across the street, she loves vegetables, so maybe I could find a deal on something and take it over to her. She'll love that. So anywho, I guess just think about those people that might be having a hard week, and we're just so grateful for things, and love. Talk tomorrow.